Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The hook up good to Marquise Wilson. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play clock's running down. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. To throw again. Gets it to Strong. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running.
Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the first-rounder, Vernon Hargraves. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Following the interception, here's Hackenberg. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Here's Hackenberg. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with him.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
All right, here we go.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Strong with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to Jesse James. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. Third down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Hackenberg. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, They were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd down following the incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. Hackenberg looks to throw it. Forced out to his left. A good pickup there at 22.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On first, here's Washington. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It's complete to Chris Conley. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. So now here's the 3rd-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt it.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Back to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Second down, Hackenberg steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Here we go now.
Play fake, Hackenberg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun now on third down. And to the left side here, Wilson. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team. Right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and that'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go.
A second down throw for Hackenberg. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's brought down after a good gain. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Steps away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end...
He's got a man, complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Finding time. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guy... are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Strong grabs it over the middle. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Strong, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
He'll drop to throw, buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They come out here in the eye. A handoff for Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go now. Back that up. Over. All right, here we go.
On second down, Washington. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off-balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Over.
Play clock winding down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll set up a throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And escapes the sack. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete as well. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This is going to sound a little strange. That was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Now back to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely... Definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
All right, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
So the hard count gets them there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump.
Watch left. Stop right there. God! Check 3. Here we go. 3, 9, over. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Green, 39. Watching now, Barney.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now back to throw. And Wilson has it. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Looks like he'll throw here. Surveying the field. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie, Kevin Byard. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So the D-line's going to spread out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Brashad Perriman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw here. And Conley's got it over the middle. And a loose football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue line.
They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Brashad Perriman with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knocks it through. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. When teams take shots at the end zone, You got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 50 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.